All right, Rockstar. So today I want to talk about exiting your business, getting it ready to exit, because I read this mind-blowing stat that 80% of businesses are not exitable. So if you're a founder, you've been running that business for 10, 20, 30 years, your whole life, it's your career, it's your legacy, and you can't exit that, whether that be to a private equity buyer, a strategic buyer, private buyer, or even your family and friends, we've got problems. And so I want to address that today. I'm a longtime entrepreneur. My name is Andy Smith. I have exited successfully a couple businesses, and we'll talk about that. And today I want to talk about the top 5 things that we did in our businesses to be exit ready, because when we sold our first business, we were absolutely not exit ready, and it was a torture fest of 9 months to get that business ready to exit and exitable. When in the second business that we exited, we did it in 3 short months. We sold it and we walked away the very next day. And so let's talk about that. Let's dive in and let's hopefully give some value to you as you are taking action today that will get your business ready to exit in the next month or in 5 years, whatever it is, whatever you want, because that's the beauty of it. You've built this business. Now let's allow you to exit it on your terms when you're ready for the highest amount of money that you can get. All right, so we're going to dive in. Number 1, what is the number 1 thing you should do today to get your business exitable? Get your financial house in order. So when we exited our very first business, we had 7 operating companies, 7 different profit and loss statements under one holdco. We were exiting the holdco. The holdco was the brand. We just had all these different operating companies under it. So we had a manufacturing company, we had an electrical control company, we had a real estate company, and we had to package all that up, roll it into one profit and loss statement to get that business valued at the right price, valued as a single entity, because you had all these different things going on. It was mind-numbing of a process, and we had to hire multiple experts to come in and help us unwind this thing. I remember our CFO, he was a controller actually. We sent him to Hawaii after we exited the business because he worked so hard over 9 months getting that thing rolled up. So it was a daunting process. So start today, get your business, your financial systems in place, updated so that they are ready to hand over a clean financial statement to a potential buyer. It will save you light years of headaches, frustration, and stress if you can do that one very simple thing. Number 2, and this is a key thing, separate yourself from the business. And we're going to talk about a little spin of this one in a minute, but number 2 is separate yourself from the business. What does that mean? You've probably got all kinds of personal crap rolled up into the business, whether that be multiple cars, you're funding vacations, your expense report has got all kind of crazy stuff on it. Figure out a way today to start separating yourself from the business so that the business looks like a business and it doesn't look like a commingled mess between you, your family, and this business. It will save you light years. And there are all kinds of tech automation tools available today, new school tools that can help you do this so that it's much more straightforward. You're still operating your business the same way. You just can now compartmentalize certain things. So you can take the personal piece and eject it when you need to and when the time is right. Number 3 step you can take to get your business exit ready is systematize and automate your processes. This is probably the number 1 thing you can do to have your family want to take over your business. If you've been running that business like we did 20 years ago, early 2000s, where we were growing businesses by hand-to-hand combat. So if we wanted to grow a business, we hired more people. More people meant more complexity. More people meant more issues. More people meant more, all of the stuff you can imagine. And I'm sure you're going through it. Technology and automation have changed so much right now and continuing to evolve that you can systematize and process many, many, many things inside your business that I bet you're not even looking at. Inside our AI automation agency, that's what we do. We help businesses find the bottleneck in the business. Usually it's around a manual process, put in technology, put in automation to handle that so that you never have to do that again. So human intervention is no longer needed. And now a family member could step into that business, operate in their area, their superpower, and grow the business, keep your legacy alive without you having to be a part of that, because it's now simple. They don't have to get into the mess and do all the hard stuff that you had to do to get your business where it is today. Systems, automation, technology. Cool kids will say AI. it's oftentimes not AI, has changed the game for us founders. And it will give us freedom beyond your imagination. So if you get the right systems, technology, and tools in place, I'll even say talent, because there are super talented ninjas who can do amazing things inside our businesses. If you get those things right, you can now step away from that business and it will be an unlock for your life, your stress. Heck, you won't be working on it 24/7. That leads me to numero 4. Prove that that business can run without you. Step number 3 is going to put in the systems, automation, the tools to let that business run without you. Now, you're still going to be a human side of that. You may need to go find and hire a CEO. You may need to hire a leadership team. You may need to hire, maybe it's a young, up-and-coming, wannabe entrepreneur who you partner with to take over the majority of the work while you make the decisions. I love that model. I've used it in a couple businesses. I think it's a really neat one. I've seen it worked in South America substantially, where firms will basically partner with a young up-and-comer, technical or non-technical commercial entrepreneur wannabe, and groom them into the leader of their business, who can do about 80% of the heavy lifting while you can now focus on 20% of the decisions. It's a cool, hit me up if that's an interesting thing, because I love talking about that. And that's not what this video is about, but it is a passionate piece for me. So hit me up. All right, number 5. You've got to show the future growth potential. Many founders get stuck in the today or the yesterday. Buyers of your business, whether that be a private equity company, a strategic buyer, that's just someone from your industry who wants to take what you've got and add it to what they do. A private buyer. There are a lot of people out here who will go find the money to buy your business if you've got a sexy business. Whoever it is buying your business. They're buying the future prospect of your business. They're buying the future cash flow. To get the highest valuation for your business, you've got to show the future story. The yellow brick road exists. It leads to the Wizard of Oz, and you can paint that story for them. So we've got to make sure we've got potentially new markets identified, potentially new sectors, new products, anything that we can identify today that will help paint a better future story for your business. The past will tell the story. The future will be why a buyer wants to buy your business and take it and groom it and grow it and keep your legacy rolling on. All right, friends, so this is a lot of stuff. 5 things. We did each of these because we were required in order to sell our first business. We proactively did all of these things so that we could proactively sell our second business. And it's an unlock when you do these things right. Now, any business that we build, we do all of these from day one. And I'll always say, you need 3 things, 3 P's to be able to grow and scale and exit your business. And that's the right people. That's number 1. Aligned around a big purpose. That's what you do and the problems you solve. Followed by the procedures inside your business. So the systems, nowadays, the tech and automation that allow you to scale your business. Scaling your business is growing top line revenue without adding additional equal cost. That's scaling. That's the hockey stick curve that you want to see inside your business. And those tools are available today. Friends, I congratulate you for being a business owner. I congratulate you for being a founder, for putting in what I call the hardest job out there, which is taking the risk to go be an entrepreneur and build something bigger and beyond yourself. Because my belief with entrepreneurship is that we can create infinite impact inside our family, ourselves, our employees, and our communities by helping people live their best life, find their true identity, and business is the mechanism that helps people live and find their best life. And I truly believe that. That's my big why and why I love entrepreneurship and been doing it for so long. And now I love sharing the lessons learned, because if they would have been shared with me, we would have avoided a whole lot of mistakes and pitfalls. Unfortunately, I've gone through a lot of those because I just didn't know. Experience is sometimes the best lesson. And I just want to say you've got my full support, friend. I appreciate you, love what you're doing, and I'm here to support you in any way I can. Keep rocking it. Andy Smith, see you at the next episode.